Hey guys, it's Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I'm back today with a final layout for Kit Conspiracy for week 2 with using my kit. I'm also doing the first day of Scrapitude with Scrappy Square. It's 15 days of Scrapitude Scramble, so you select an item from their list that you're grateful for, and then you unscramble the word to get the daily scrapbook item. So today I did someone you're grateful for, and I'm grateful for all of these people in these pictures. And then the scrapbook item that was the word that I unscrambled that you saw earlier was vellum paper. And so today I'm doing a pocket page. I did the 12 by 12 with my last video, and I wanted to make sure that my pocket page with the rest of the photos matched, and so I figured I needed to do it with this kit before I put it away. And so this video can be kind of choppy because it's a pocket page, and so I didn't make you watch me do the same things over and over again. But the first thing that I do when it comes to pocket pages is I pick out the papers that I want for each pocket, and I will cut those out and get those in so I know kind of the order of the pattern paper. And then I'll just work through each of the pockets and embellish them, and I treat it kind of like they're each their own individual little scrapbook layouts, but yet they still kind of all go together. And so I started with the long piece. This is a pocket page from Scrapbook.com, and I actually got these at a secondhand store, so I'm not even sure if this style is still available on Scrapbook.com. But on the left hand side, it has this like skinny piece here, but it's bigger than a 12 by 12 paper, and so I took the blue paper, and these are all the scraps that I had left from the 12 by 12 that I did. And if you want to see the things that I'm pulling from, you can see my Get Share video, and that'll be linked in the description below. And so I cut this piece, and then I put this piece of wood grain paper kind of not in the middle, towards the bottom, but because I needed to separate that paper to reach the entire length of the pocket page. Like I said, it's bigger than the 12 by 12. And so I just started embellishing, and I put these little mushrooms and the vellum flag, which is part of my Scrapitude Scramble from Scrappy Square. It says pumpkin spice and everything nice. And then I have this word blessed up there, and I didn't attach it down yet because I wasn't sure if I liked it being sideways, and so I just kind of left that there and started working on the rest of the pages, the pockets, and I figured I'd come back to that. And so for each of these, so we're allowed to use scrap paper, and so I pulled in a lot of I have that one pattern that I have a lot of in the scraps because I used it to make my wedding invitations, and so I just needed to have a thin white border on my pictures because that's what I did on the 12 by 12, and so I just using the back of that. And like I said, we're allowed to bring in scraps for the Kit Conspiracy, so I will back all of my photos in a thin white border, and then I ink all of the edges of all of the papers, like the background paper, if you will, of each pocket. And so that's the part that I kind of will jump around because I'm not going to make you watch me mat the photo and ink the paper for every single pocket that there is, because this will be a front and back of this pocket page. And so these are pictures from Thanksgiving last year, and the 12 by 12 was the picture of just my husband and I, and so this is the kind of companion page, and it has the pictures with the rest of our family that was there for Thanksgiving, and that's why I'm choosing the number 1 prompt, that's someone you are grateful for, and I'm grateful for all these people in my life. The last picture was my father-in-law, and this one's fun. This is my husband and I with our dog Yoda, because he just had to be in the picture. And there's also, you'll see my mom, and then my 2 brother-in-laws, and the picture in the upper left up there, my one brother-in-law lives in upper northern states, and so it was nice that he got to come down, and so having a picture with all of my father-in-law and all of his sons was a really good treat. And so that's one of my favorite pictures too, so I definitely needed to scrapbook that. And so you saw that I have just been pulling in the embellishments from my kit, from the Kit Conspiracy. I used that pumpkin paper from Carta, and I fussy cut out some of those pumpkins from it because I just liked those better than, because they're kind of like a watercolor pumpkin. And since I'm putting that paper as the center kind of title pocket, then I wanted to have those pumpkins kind of cut out. And so this picture is the one of my mom and my mom's boyfriend and my husband and I. And then it's funny because down at the bottom you can see Yoda's little head. He barely made it in the photo because he's so short. And then we have Roxy there. That is my mom's dog. And so I just put some of those pumpkins I fussy cut out, and it says fall days are the best. And I'll get that slid back in there. And that's kind of just the system. Is I go through, I mat the photo, I ink the backgrounds, and then I just start pulling in a bunch of the embellishments. And I have a few vellum titles and vellum leaves from floral that all give the nod to my scrapbook item that I'm supposed to use for Scrappy Square as well. And so I'm going to link the Facebook page down below for Scrappy Square so you can join in on the 15 days of Scrapitude Scramble. And then I'm also going to link the information for Kit Conspiracy. There's the link to MK's page, the link to Janet's page, and then the link to the Kit Conspiracy Facebook page. And this is the last layout for week 2 for me, and so we'll be starting a new kit, and I'll have a new kit share video starting tomorrow for week 3, which I'm very excited about. I've been hoarding that one. And I have the link to the video of the kit share, as well as there's a playlist of all of my layouts for the Kit Conspiracy. So make sure you check out all that information below. And also, thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. And if you want to be notified of my videos, go ahead and hit the little bell that also is below. And so this is the center pocket, and so I made it a title, and I had this vellum word that said together, and so the little flag above it I put thankful, and I popped that up on foam, and it just adds some dimension. Even though they're in the pockets, you can still see the dimension that is there. And so I did decide that I wanted to put this title sideways. I figured it still looked good, and I put enough of the gold accents in each of the pockets. So in the bottom right it says so very thankful, that's in gold. We have the top right says grateful in gold. That the fall days are the best days are in gold. So it just kind of pulls that gold all over the pocket page. And so now I'm going to work on the back side. And with the back side, I do stick the pages together because I don't want them to slide around. And so I will, once I do this front, then I will stick it to the back side like here. And then that just helps to keep them together. You won't see the back side of the paper from the one on the back side, and it helps make it thicker so they don't slide around in the pockets. And I just find that is a lot easier. And so one thing though you have to, which I have done before, you have to make sure that when you stick them together that both sides are facing the same direction. I have definitely glued the back photo upside down compared to the front photo and I had to start over. So definitely have to watch out for that. And so you see here, I just do the same things with the photo mats and inking the edges and sticking them down. And this side, the back side of the pocket, is just some fun photos. It's my brother-in-law and his dog Scotty, and then this is my husband and our dog Yoda. as well as just some random photos of everyone at the dinner table. And so the front side is kind of the serious family photos, and then the back side is the crazy ones. And I made the front side match the 12 by 12 pretty much like the papers are the scraps from that, and so it matches almost exactly. But then the back side, I had a little more fun. I did full wood grain. On the 12 by 12, I matted the photos on that page, on that layout in wood grain, so it still nods to it, but the back side is a little more loosely connected. But I still do use all of the elements, which is why I wanted to make sure I got this pocket page done for when we do the kit conspiracy, because I wanted to make sure I use the same things for it. But I really like how it's turning out. And this, on the back side of this long one, was this yellow paper, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna like that. I thought maybe it stood out too much, but I think because it's got the 2 wood grains, and then I will pull in some embellishments that have the yellow in it, I think that it matches. And so on the top left, I put Happy Fall Y'all at the bottom of that, and that was yellow. And then the bottom left has the little flag that says awesome, then that's yellow. And so things like that kind of help pull in this yellow piece that's such a large part. And I also have that little wood piece covering up the distance because it had to be cut. And then I have this circle says enjoy the little things, and I had to put this little fox there. I had to use one animal. I hadn't used any of the little animals that I put in my kit, so I had to at least get one of them on a layout, and I figured this was a good spot because it was the back side where I have my husband and my brother-in-law with their dogs, and I figured, oh, this is a good spot for that. So I like how that turned out. And the yellow paper still has leaves on it, so it's still very, very fall. And so then the other 2 pages, like I said, are just these blocks of wood grain that I didn't have any photos for, and so I was just going to add some embellishments. And so I loved this little truck. Again, it has nothing to do with the theme of the layout, but it's still autumn, and I just loved it. And I thought that the leaves looked more like trees because of the size of the truck, and so I at least got the truck on a layout. The Carta chipboard pieces I didn't use anywhere else from my kit. I just used it on this one, so at least I got one of those used up. And so finishing on the upper pocket page has this one again, just a nice little clustering of I liked this pumpkins, and then these vellum leaves, also a nod back to my vellum paper that I'm supposed to be using, and then this title of fall. But that's gonna do it for all of the pocket pages there. Sorry about all the glare, but I need to put them back in the pockets so I can make sure that everything works out. But like I said, I really like how this turned out, and it looks really good next to the 12 by 12 layout that I did in my last video. So make sure you guys also go and check that out, and I will put a link to that below as well, so you can see that and see how well these match. But thanks again, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.